me give you one insight here about how we can learn from adjacent industries. I want to play you one video about a new real estate digital disruptor called Urban Compass. Has anyone heard of them? And just when you listen to what's going on and how they're disrupting the real estate space in New York and around the country, just watch for what they bring out as their key kind of touch points, where their strengths are, and see if there's anything about the digital mobilized interface that we can learn from as we go on our mobilized digital journey into the future.
Now, New York City can be one of the most frustrating places to find an apartment. Trust me, I know. But with Urban Compass, it doesn't have to be.
Urban Compass was founded on the simple idea to improve the process of finding a home by combining innovative technology with really experienced customer-focused agents. We are the only brokerage in New York that has an agent mobile app.
A main thing that Urban Compass has is cutting-edge technology. So we have both an internal app and a consumer app. Internal app being the app that our agents use to help best find you an apartment as quickly as possible, but it links with our consumer app, which is an app that you can use on your iPhone to search all the listings in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and find the home that's best for you. The way it works is put in your price range, your neighborhood requirements, and then what you'll see is all the applicable listings. You can then click on those listings, and immediately we have an algorithm that knows which agents would be most appropriate to work with you.
To be able to find a great place to live, then being able to move in a seamless way is providing a real service. Our agents are really our best marketing tool.
We really do try to specialize in a neighborhood. I live in the West Village, and so you get that organic feel. I know the restaurant owners, and I know like the places to go and the places to avoid, and that just kind of goes the extra mile.
Hopefully a year from now, if we'd be in 3 regions, bringing more and more of the process online through technology, through great agents.
Whether you want to rent or buy in Chelsea, Midtown West, or even Brooklyn, with their new app, you can do whatever you want.
Both these guys and what Airbnb do so well is having personalized, localized knowledge that they blog about, video. They say this neighborhood in Williamsburg is really good to buy in if you're a hipster and you have a really big beard. You're going to feel at home there. But it's bringing the analog and the digital together. So every management consultant beyond a watch, of course, we need a Venn diagram, and here's my version. I don't believe that the world of the analog and of hearts and the digital world of minds are mutually exclusive. There is a sweet spot that adaptive companies, both heritage and new players, understand is the sweet spot, and that is the digilogue. Why? Because yes, we might have digital minds, but our hearts are enduringly analog. Digital communications don't fix all human communication challenges. In fact, digital communications can stuff us up as well. If you've ever tried predictive texting, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So the question is then, how do we make sure that we don't throw away the analog baby with the bathwater? How do we, as a heritage brand, retain that in the digital world moving forward? And I want to give you some examples here before we wrap up. Another heritage brand that I personally love for their ability to stay true to their heritage but also embrace the digital world is the British brand Burberry. But they thought, how do most people interact with our brand? If they're a Singaporean consumer, a consumer from Shanghai, from South Africa, most likely they've never been to a Burberry store in their hometowns. Most likely they've interacted with Burberry via Burberry.com. So the question became, how do we design the physical space to make sure that we bring Burberry.com alive? And so now when you visit 121 Regent Street, which of course you should do once upon a time and buy some of their stuff just because it's research, they thought about seamlessly blurring the physical and the digital lines. So now you have imagery in the store, you have virtual magic mirrors that can showcase how to wear certain pieces, but they also talk about the heritage, the bespoke, the artisanship that lies behind every piece of design. Of course, when you try on this new bag that all of us has to have, they tell you about the properties of that particular bag. They see how it fits in to your Burberry profile online and whether it's going to match the other clothes you've already bought from Burberry before. They bring global events alive through digital imagery in their store so that we can sit there and just hang out and enjoy the space. So this is a digitally enabled cultural space where we get to enjoy something. And I think all of these things are things you guys can do as well. Other innovators in this space are the likes of Air New Zealand, for example, or the official airline of Middle-earth. How cheeky is that, right? Yeah? They become the airline shifting hobbits around the world. But they've really thought about their customer journey. Which bits are digital, which things they should digitize, and which things that they should keep very, very analog and high touch as well. Worthwhile looking at some of the work they've been doing with IDEO, the design firm, around both the physical and digital integration of those two journeys.